What a night in European football. Paris Saint-Germain's dramatic 5-4 victory over Bayern Munich was already being called an instant classic. But the story did not end with the final whistle. After 9 goals, wild momentum swings, and non-stop chaos, attention quickly turned to the reactions from the two managers, Enrique and Vincent Kompany, as well as pundits and former players who could hardly believe what they had just witnessed. One of the most memorable moments came just after the match, when Enrique approached Vincent Kompany with a smile. Kompany had watched the game from the stands due to suspension, unable to patrol the touchline during one of the most intense matches of his coaching career. Enrique jokingly asked him, "You watched from the stands. Did you enjoy it?" Kompany, without hesitation, smiled and replied with one simple word: "No." That short exchange immediately spread across social media because it perfectly captured the madness of the evening. For neutral fans, it was thrilling entertainment. For Kompany, it was 90 minutes of torture. Enrique was full of emotion in his post-match interview. He described it as one of the most extraordinary games he had ever been involved in, praising the tempo, intensity, and attacking quality on display. He admitted that Bayern pushed PSG to their limits and warned that the second leg would still be incredibly dangerous. Vincent Kompany, despite the defeat, sounded proud of his team. Bayern had fallen behind badly at one stage, yet refused to give up and kept finding ways back into the contest. Kompany praised the courage of his players and insisted the tie was far from over. He made it clear Bayern would return stronger in the second leg. Across Europe, pundits reacted with amazement. Former Manchester United defender Rio Ferdinand said the match had everything fans love about football: quality, mistakes, drama, emotion, and elite finishing. He called it pure Champions League chaos. Thierry Henry praised both sides for refusing to play cautiously. He said modern football often becomes too controlled, but this match reminded everyone what happens when two attacking giants decide to go for each other. Jamie Carragher described it as a tactical battle that turned into a street fight, highlighting how both managers began with structure, but eventually saw the game explode into open warfare. Gary Lineker posted online that fans had witnessed one of the great European semifinals of the modern era. Even active players reacted. Several stars across Europe posted messages about the game, with many simply writing things like, "What a match," "Football won tonight," and "Impossible to look away." Former players also praised the respect shown after the final whistle. In an era where pressure often creates tension, seeing Enrique and Kompany laughing together was refreshing. Both men understood they had just been part of something special. Tactically, analysts pointed out how rare it is to see two elite teams continue attacking after conceding multiple times. Most sides become cautious, but PSG and Bayern kept pushing numbers forward, trusting their talent rather than protecting themselves. That mentality is what made the match unforgettable. For PSG, the victory was huge, but nobody inside the club will feel safe with only a 1-goal lead. Bayern scored 4 away goals and showed repeatedly that they can punish any defensive weakness. For Bayern, the loss hurt, but it also gave belief. Few teams lose 5-4 and still walk away thinking they can win the tie. Yet that was the mood after the game. And maybe that is why the exchange between Enrique and Kompany felt so perfect. Did you enjoy it? No. One man had survived the storm. The other had suffered through it from the stands. But both knew they had just taken part in a Champions League classic that fans will remember for years.